These ladies and gentlemen that you see on the portrait I have put on this video are doctors, some of them professors, some of them, with masters. We know in Zimbabwe you cannot teach at a university, specifically if you don't have a master's degree. It's actually the minimum requirement for anyone to be a lecturer at a tertiary institution. And these women as well as men have been getting 250 US dollars per month, which is equivalent to less than 5,000 rand. I'm talking about a lecturer invested in his or her education, or the parents did invest in his or her education, only to be given these peanuts, expected not to protest, expected to keep quiet and pocket this 250 US dollars. Well, it appears the lecturers at the UZ are not backing down. They are continuing with their protest to demand almost 2,500 US dollars as a salary, saying that is almost the standard salary of any lecturer, especially around the region, that is the African continent. Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, that is the Hloniphani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. Just imagine, caption this, how we have a government that is not serious. It has been a month these lecturers making demands of a better living salary. In fact, you cannot call what they are earning at the moment a salary, or you cannot even call it a wage, because this is far, below the poverty that I'm like. But it's been 1 month. The University of Zimbabwe has not been responding to them. A desperate attempt to pretend as if the situation is normal within the University of Zimbabwe. They have hired junior lecturers for the purposes of undertaking examinations. Remember, the University Students Association recently gave the UZ administration an ultimatum demanding that the UZ administration postpone the exam and change the university calendar because of the industrial action that has been taken by these lecturers. But we saw, as usual, the ZANU-PF government responding through using force where force is not necessary at all, even to the tertiary institution. It's not a culture of a democratic society to see members of the Zimbabwe Republic Police being used as a way of actually stopping the grievances, particularly at a tertiary University of Zimbabwe. So the administration of UZ wants the students to actually write their examinations without even having started. Some of them, they were not even given course lines. If you have been to university or college, you would understand what a course line is. Something that becomes your of what the students should even research on if they don't have a lecturer. But to be even difficult to be guided on how to study a course line without relevant lecturers as well as notes to guide the research for the student. So as much as the university actually hired junior lecturers in an attempt to replace senior lecturers, that on its own will compromise the education system of Zimbabwe, because you don't expect junior lecturer to actually know everything that a senior lecturer would have gained for the years he or she has been at a university institution. So that is, I mean, anyway, I'm not, it's not something that amazes me. I remember when we were sitting for our examinations, that was in 2007, ordinary level examinations. We were told that because the teachers were on strike during that particular period, part of the period, we never started for quite a lengthy time. So teachers were on industrial action. The country was collapsing. Everything was not working. And if you survived during that period, I happened to be in Zimbabwe during that period, up to a period of inclusive government and then elections that followed. Thereafter, you should call yourself a survivor, because that was the worst moment in Zimbabwe. So this will actually definitely compromise the quality of the education. So I was saying, when I was at school, we're told the soldiers were going to actually take manage the examinations, and that was in 2007. But teachers came during the last minutes to our rescue. Otherwise, we're going to be manned by men and women in guns. Just imagine what ZANU-PF does. So it's not something that is amazing to hear them actually having hired junior lecturers to carry out examinations and to force the students to write examinations without having coastlines or being unveiled to coastlines or subjected to some form of lectures. This is happening under Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, who is promising an earth in 2030, while failing to show some signs that he has capabilities and capacities to actually deliver that come to 2030. Considering his age and considering his experience in government, he has been there for how many years? And do you think that these 2 more years after this term, which he already is performing dismally, he can achieve something? Wake up, child of Zimbabwe. Don't be robbed by these criminals. Thank you very much for watching us. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button, so that next time when we be live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars.